Hi, my name's Mike, and I'd like to tell you about a special project called Together for the Kingdom. Sometimes God gives us an awesome shot at something great. When God called us into ministry, we were faced with these three questions. 1, how do we go and teach the gospel to all creation? 2, how do we support our ministry and others like us? And number 3, how do we feed the poor? Go and share the gospel to all creation. The Bible tells us to do this. To me, that's the simple part. It's a simple step of faith. Be willing to raise your hand and say, "Send me, I will go." I remember one day after leaving the training, the pastor asked me what we would be doing with the rest of our time there in Rwanda. Then I told him we would probably get together and have dinner and we would discuss the remaining 2 days. And after I was done talking, he asked me, he said, "So how many meals a day do you eat?" Social media has become a big part of our culture. I love that we can take photos and share them with family and friends here and around the world. What if I sent you a message on Facebook, a private message, and I told you that I'm hungry, that my kids haven't eaten? The average person in Rwanda spends about 50 cents a day on the one meal that they'll have. I once had a college student come up to me and told me that he had to choose between eating and the transportation in order to get to his classes. He said he chose to go to class, but when he got to school, he was so hungry it was really hard for him to be able to focus on what the professor was telling him. All right, this is something you can be excited about because it's super simple. Tell everyone in your congregation to bring clothes to church one Sunday. Everyone wears clothes. We know this. Okay, and now it's time to think outside the box. What kind of clothes do Americans wear? From athletic clothes, to military, to public service, to prisons, to dress clothes, business attire. What kind of clothes? Construction workers, police officers, firemen. Think about the different sizes and shapes of people. About infants. How about toddlers? How about teenagers? How about adults? How about young adults? How about grandparents? I wonder, are there any of these types of people in your church? With great power comes great responsibility. 15% of all unwanted clothes finds its way to the local landfill. If we could just get 2% of that, we could support ministries all over the United States and around the world. How much could you raise for your ministry if you filled an entire box truck full of clothes? If I had to guess, your church is a lot larger than this one. I don't think the parking lot here would hold maybe 10 cars. And once those cars were parked, I'm sure we couldn't get 10 of us in this church. But what I do know is it doesn't matter how big or small your church is. On any given Sunday, people are going to wear clothes. They're bringing clothes. Think about all of the clothes that you have in your closet right now that you're going to wear one day. If I would just lose the weight, I could wear that shirt again. Or, that's my favorite shirt. I've had it for 20 years and it's falling off my body. All you need now is a storage container to put your clothes in. It could be a small trash can or a small room within your church, or it could be a shed like this. Mother Teresa said that the hardest thing that she encountered on the mission field was loneliness. And I think she got it right. But the great news is we don't have to be alone. We can do ministry together. Let's create an event and get the word out to our church so that we can meet our ministry goals.